Okay, welcome back everyone. This is BeautyBreaks, Seth here, and today we're going to be trying something new. So I am here on NHL 21, and we are going to be seeing if I can turn around the Vancouver Canucks from their current state into a Stanley Cup champion. So Jim Benning has been fired, Seth's the new GM. I don't play too many other modes on NHL 21. I'm basically just a GM guy, so I don't think I'm very good, but I think I'm half decent, so we're going to see how we can do. So we're gonna start with the expansion draft. So I've created Seattle already. So here we go. Here's the uniforms. Nothing special. I'm not an artist. I'm not gonna try and claim I'm an artist. So here we go. So we got the Seattle colors. That's the closest logo I could find besides the S. So I don't think they're horrible. I think the home waist is probably the best one. The home jersey is probably the best. All right, so here is GM BeautyBreaks. Let's get this GM mode started. So Vancouver Canucks, and we're gonna realign the divisions. We're gonna swap Arizona and Seattle. Owner mode, we're gonna keep off. Player morale off. Fog of War off. Pretty basic. So here we go. We have trade difficulty on medium for now. That should be good. I usually have it on medium, and I find that's a good difficulty for trades. Alright, so here we are. We're on the main screen. I want to just take a look at our contracts just to see who we're starting so we can get a breakdown of our current Canucks. So centers for our main roster, we've got Pettersson, Horvat, Gaudette, and Sutter. Decently strong center depth. And then left wings, we got Miller, Pearson, Ferland, Roussel, Mott, and Hoglander. Hoglander is a 75 right now, so he probably will not start in the big leagues, but he should grow pretty quick. And then right wings, we've got Besser, Virtanen, McEwen, and Podkolzin. Podkolzin obviously I had to create because he won't actually be in the NHL in real life till next year, I believe it is. Next year or the year after, I'm not sure. So I've got him in here, so he will be available to us this year if he's ready, but I'm assuming he probably won't be until next year. Defensemen, pretty basic. We got Hughes, Edler, Myers, Schmidt, Hamnick, Yolevi, and Ben. Nothing crazy there except for Hughes. Hopefully Yolevi can grow. And then goalies, we've got Holpe and Demko, so a decent pairing for goalies there. Time to advance to the expansion draft. So we're gonna go to our protection list screen. All right, so Edler has his no movement clause, so some obvious choices here. Horvat, obviously, we're protecting Miller, Besser. Those guys are locks to get protected. Besides that, goalies, I know we're gonna have to protect one of our two. I'm gonna go with Demko for sure. He is definitely the future as of right now. Hopefully he's gonna be growing. Defensemen, do we want to protect? Here's the thing, do we want to do 7 forwards? Or do we want to do 8 skaters total? I'm thinking we just do 8 skaters because I don't really feel like I need to protect any of these guys. They have pretty big contracts. Yeah, 6 mil each for Myers Schmidt. I'm not even too worried if I lose one of those. The rest of those guys, expendable to me. Let's see here. All skaters. I think I'm gonna go Virtanen, Gaudette. Is there anyone else I need to protect? Cole Lind. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do Cole Lind. I think I'm gonna protect Pearson. I like Pearson. All right, so there's our protection list. Let's submit that. And draft lottery results. Buffalo skips from 8 to 1. So this draft, I think it's all computer generated guys, except for guys who are left over from the previous. Well, it's the same year, but they didn't get drafted, so they get thrown into this draft. So it shouldn't be like any huge all-stars besides like the top 3 picks. So, oh, and look at this, guys. What? Seattle Kraken has selected Louis Eriksson from us. What is going on? What are you doing, Seattle? I mean, thank you, but really, that's kind of crazy. Well, that's actually a huge help. They just freed 6 mil in cap for us. Viewing the draft prospects, I am wrong. There is a franchise guy here. So it's the top 5 are pretty elite. I'm wondering what it's looking like down at the bottom, and I know we don't have a first round or a second round, but it doesn't look like there's too much depth here. Almost guaranteed elite goalie. Yeah, so besides the top 5, I wouldn't say there's too much depth in this draft, so I'm not going to worry about trading up here. Alright, so we're in the draft now. I want to see the overalls of the first 5, so let's just see, send these first 5 picks. 83 franchise, that's pretty good. Kravchenko, left winger. Oh, and then right away, 69 medium elite. That's a low rating for a second overall pick. I mean, medium elite, but that's pretty low. 77 medium elite defenseman. Another 72 medium elite defenseman. And then 71 medium elite defenseman. Lots of defensemen going early. And yeah, we're down to a top 6 in pick 6. So, and not even highly rated. 65, which is decent, but pretty high draft pick. All right, so let's go to our first pick. We're picking in the 3rd round to start. Thanks, Jim Benning. But here we go. Let's see if there's anything decent available for us. All right, so after going through potential, there's this Leighton Moore guy. He's a 50-50 for medium elite. He is not a created player though, which is a little bit concerning because I don't think he's actually going to be that highly rated if he's not computer generated because he wasn't selected in the first draft. Should we just risk it though? I think we're gonna have to risk it. There's not too much else to select from. He's supposed to go around this time anyway. Let's see. Top 6D, 53. I mean, it could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. All right, so round 4. I don't think there's gonna be much during this draft, but we can take a look. That's decent actually. I think I'm gonna go with this guy right away. I know there's not too much in this draft. Top 9, could be worse for a 4th rounder. Stanley Keeling, a bit early for him. Should we just wait on him? I think we wait on that Keeling guy and take him in the next round because that's a 50-50 for top 4. I like that a lot better than these guys. I think I'm going to roll with this 50-50 for a low elite. I feel like we have a better chance. He's also a created player. Michael Eriksson, let's try him. Top 6 low, I'll take that. That's not bad for a 5th rounder. 50 overall, could have been a lot worse. And 6th round now, guys, I think I'm going to go with that 50-50 for top 4 defenseman if he's still available. Let's see. Yep, there he is, Stanley Keeling, so let's take this guy. And 7th, I kind of figured, it's pretty late. That's okay, it was worth a shot. And we just got an offer trade. 2 7th rounders next year for this year's 7th rounder. I think I'm actually gonna accept this. I'm not too worried about this 7th round pick. I'd rather have 2 picks. Let's do it. Okay, so that's all our picks. We only had 4 picks. Not adding a lot of depth to our prospect pool, but that's all right. I'm more concerned about next year's draft. So let's go to the re-sign phase now and get these contracts going. It's gonna be big. Obviously, we got Elias Pettersson and Demko to sign, along with Quinn Hughes, I think. So we're gonna have to probably shed some cap in some sort of way. So let's start with the big boys. We're gonna start with Pettersson. 8x8s, that is not horrible. I'm definitely gonna sign him. Let's try 8 at 7.75. I really like that contract for Pettersson. He's already at 89. We know he's gonna grow. Gaudette, I would like to get cheap too. He's only an 80 right now. Let's do, he'll still be a UFA for a 3-year deal. Let's do 1.45 for 3 years. I'm okay with that. Sutter, if he's not asking for too much, I won't mind bringing him back. Let's do 1 year. I don't want to keep him around for too long if we don't have to. 1 year at 1.35. Let's do that. Left wingers, Pearson does want to come back. 82-27. He wants 4.25 for 5 years. It's a little bit too long in term for my liking. Maybe we'll come back to him. Let's get these other guys dealt with. Berchi, only a 79. Oh, he wants a 2-way deal. Okay, I like that. We'll give him the max for 2 years on a 2-way deal. I'll definitely take him for that. Howerluck, let's just qualify him for now. And Podkolzin, we just offered him a 1-year deal, 2-way on the max contract for that. And then we're just probably couldn't qualify all these other AHLers for now. I don't think any of these guys are really going to pan out. And then here's another big ticket contract we got to get done right now. Quinn Hughes. I'm curious to see. Wow, 6 at 5, really? That's cheap. I wonder how much more he'll take. Wow, this is a gift right here, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go 5.2 for 8 years on Quinn Hughes. That is just ridiculous. So cheap. And Edler doesn't want to come back. Oh, and he wants 5 mil. We have 23. Quinn and Pedersen actually won't be eating up too much, just about half if they accept these deals. But we do need to get some of these defensemen signed. They're almost all expiring. Yolevi. Maybe we get Yolevi on a big deal. 5 years, he'll still be a UFA. 5 at 2.05. Let's try that. And then, guys, I almost forgot. We got to get Demko signed as well. Ooh, I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't want too much. Oh, wow. Demko, really? Oh, and as soon as it goes up, he's asking for a lot. So, yeah, we'll take this deal. Give him exactly what he wants. Like that. And then coming back to our defenseman issue. Oh, I don't know if we should just risk not signing some of these guys and then take a chance in free agency, or maybe try to make a trade, because I don't really want to take back Edler for 5 million, especially if he doesn't want an extension. Maybe we'll try for Hamonic, see how much he wants. Hamonic wants 4 million for 3 years. Maybe we sign Hamonic to a 1-year deal at 3.7. We'll do 3.5. 3.55. Let's try that. I think I'm going to release Edler, unfortunately. I would have liked to see him retire Canuck, but he's just asking for too much money. Doesn't even want to come back. Jordy Ben, we're going to release him. Too low rated. And then we'll just qualify the rest of these guys. And looking back on our list, we almost forgot about Tanner Pearson. I think I'm going to offer him a 1-year deal at 3.8 and see if he accepts that. I'll take him on 3.8 for 1 year, just to see if he can perform well again. And if not, then maybe we'll just have to let him go. All right, so here we go. Podkolzin accepted. That's awesome. Gaudette accepts. Sutter says no. That's okay, though. Maybe I'll offer him a little bit more. Hamnick says no. So maybe we're going to have to work out something with our defenseman here. I need to sign at least one of those guys. Pearson accepts. That's good. Yolevi accepts. That's awesome. Demko accepts. Easy. Pedersen accepts. That is a big win for us right there. And Quinn Hughes also accepts. Wow. I'm curious to see how much cap space we have after that. I think we'll still have a decent amount. So guys, after signing Pedersen and Hughes, we still have 5 million in cap space. It's not a lot. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to make some trades for some of our weaker contracts here, like Roussel, maybe Jay Beagle, and free up some cap space here. And there we go. Sutter accepts, Hamnick accepts, and Coland accepts. There we go. That's everyone we needed. All right, so we're done the re-sign phase. Going into free agency, we definitely need to be acquiring a couple defensemen, one top 4 at least, I'd say, and then also I would like to boost our top 6 and possibly our bottom 6. So maybe what we'll do is we'll try to trade some of our bad contracts right before we go in and sign some free agents. That will just give us some more movement in free agency with the money. All right, so we have Jay Beagle here. We're gonna offer him to Boston for a 5th round, and they accept. All right, I'll take him. I'll take that 5th round to free up some cap space for sure. Look at that. We're already almost at 10 mil, just under 10 mil cap space. So let's get. I think we're gonna move Louis Eriksson now too. Let's see if we can get him and his contract out. I don't know why Boston wants all our bad contracts, but they're interested in Roussel. I don't think they're going to accept him for a 4th, but if they do, that's just a huge win. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Trade rejected. So maybe we'll just ask for like a 6th. We took their 5th already with Jay Beagle. Let's see what they say for this. Rejected. All right. Make it a 7th then. If not the 7th, then we're going to have to give a pick. There we go. All right. Roussel's gone. 3 million more cap space, and we get a 7th round pick. Not bad at all. All right, so here we are in free agency, and oh wow, look at this. Alex Ovechkin is in free agency. Kaprizov as well, but I think he's an RFA. Yep, RFA. Oh guys, okay, we have Oh, we only got 5.5 million in cap space. Oh, we have to make a move on Ovi, don't we? For only 7 million, I gotta make a move on Ovi. So let's make another trade to get a little bit more cap space. Let's make this work. Okay, so we're gonna make an offer to Boston. We're gonna see if they'll take Myers, Howerluck, and their own 5th round pick back for Brandon Carlo, who's much younger. He's on an expiring deal at 2.8 million. He's an 81 overall. So he could still fit in our top 4. He'd be a weak fit in our top 4, but I would roll with him over Myers if we can land Ovi. So let's see if they accept this. And boom, there we go, done deal. I don't mind that at all. That frees up a good amount of cap space for us here. And now we're gonna make a move on the Great 8. Let's see if we can land the biggest fish here in free agency. All right, so Ovi's asking for 7.6 for 1 year. He's only 35. Okay, if he wants 8 million for anything over 1 year, so we're gonna sign him to a 1-year deal hopefully here. We've only got 8.6 actually, so we might even have to free up some more cap space if he doesn't say yes. I think we go 7.9 for 1 year. Hopefully he says yes to this. If not, we're gonna have to roll with some, we're gonna sign some nice defensemen then basically. All right, so here we go, let's see. All right, so Ovi, we should see Ovi's response here the next day. Some two-way guys I signed. Good to see. Okay, maybe one more day. Here we go. Let's see what he says. Oh boy, there we go. Alexander Ovechkin is now a Vancouver Canuck. This is going to be a wild season, boys and girls. Oh man. Okay, I think we still need another defenseman though, so we might have to do even one more trade to free up a tiny bit more cap space. Yeah, we only have 1.5 now. And we definitely will be needing a defenseman. Yep, only have 5 defensemen that could really play in the NHL. Yeah, I don't want to roll with Rafferty or Breezeball for the whole year, so we're definitely, even like 2 more we need. So, I don't know, where are we gotta find some cap space somewhere now. So we got Ferland in a 5th for Braden McNabb. I don't know if this goes through. Yeah, rejected, so we might have to add a little bit more. Let's try a 4th. I don't know if we'd add a 5th though. Let's try a 4th and maybe like a 6th. Rejected. Yeah, we're gonna have to add a tiny bit more, I think. I'm gonna add this, what's his name? Josh Anderson, top 4 low deep guy. I just signed in free agency. Sorry to this guy if this goes through, but man, they don't want to give him up. I'm just gonna try and might trade him away 1 for 1 now. I don't know if we're gonna get a 3rd out of him, but I just need this cap space. I'm giving up on trying to trade for a defenseman for him, so maybe we'll just do like a 5th and a 6th. See if we can get that for Ferland here. There we go, trade accepted. Finally, we got rid of that 3.5 mil. And we have some space to sign a defenseman. Let's go do it. All right, so we don't have a whole lot of money to work with, only 4.2 million. But there are still a couple decent names on here. We got Chara, he just wants a 1-year deal. Are we just gonna decide? We should just sign all the veterans, eh? That might carry us to the playoffs. Maybe we sign Chara if he accepts. Just give him our max offer for 1 year. He's already 43. What a beast. If we get Chara and Ovi, that'd be pretty crazy. And here we go, guys. We have Chara now as a Vancouver Canuck. That's pretty wild. Oh, I'm ready to see our lines now. All right, it's almost regular season time here. We're gonna edit our captains and our alternates, but okay, Horvat's obviously the captain. That's an untouchable. And then the computer's giving us Sutter and Ovi as alternate captains. I don't really agree with that though. I'd rather have it be someone who's like a Canuck for sure for a long term. I think I'm gonna give it to Pettersson and then Brock for now, because those guys are here for a while. And they're the real Canucks. Ovi might just be a rental. So he's a great influence on our team, but I'd rather have it be someone who's sticking with the team for long term. All right, so heading into the season, this is what our lines are gonna be looking like. We've got Ovi, Pettersson, and Besser on the first line. No chem bonus, but that is a decent first line to say the least. Second line is also pretty strong. We got Miller, Horvat, and Bertanen, but they are getting the +3 chemistry boost, which is awesome. Bottom 6, we are struggling a tiny bit. We've only got Pearson, Gaudette, and McEwen as our third line, and then Berchi, Sutter, Podkolzin as our fourth line. So Podkolzin could have a chance to thrive on the roster, but I feel like there's a chance he does get sent down. I don't want to be playing fourth line minutes and not producing and not having a chance to grow. So he might be getting sent down. Let's take a look at the defense now. And boom! What a defensive line. We got Hughes and Hamnick. +5 chem bonus. So they actually, he's only 82 Hamnick, but with the +5, he's playing like an 87. Hughes like a 91. So that evens it out a bit. And Chara and Schmidt getting the +3, so that's an 87 and 86 second pair, second defensive pairing. And then Yolevi and Carlo as our third line pairing. I'm actually really happy with this, how this defense turned out. And then goalies, we have Holtby and Demko as usual. So we'll be running with those guys. I don't think we'll need to change anything up too soon into the season. But I'm thinking if we're not doing well this year, then we can probably trade Ovi at the deadline to higher end team and maybe recoup some assets for him. Looky here, guys. Look who we are playing in the season opener. It is the Washington Capitals. We got Ovi and Holtby battling against their former team. I think I'm going to slow sim this one because I kind of want to see the results from this. This could be pretty crazy. Let's see what happens here. Simulate game. All right. Here we go. Oh, 2-0 already. That's not a good start. Only 2 shots in the first period for the Canucks. Oh man, not a great start here, boys. Does Eller have a hat trick already? Holy, Eller's already got the hattie. Come on, boys, rally back. 5-7. That's actually a decent comeback, but it was not good enough. McHugh, Besser, Horvat, and Podkolzin. Podkolzin gets a goal in his first NHL game. We'll have to see that. But unfortunately, we take the L to the Washington Capitals in the season opener. Okay, so it's officially the new year. It's January 2021. Canucks, we have a decent record. It was kind of a shaky start. We had a little sprint there with the injury bug hitting us pretty good. We had Chara. I think Chara's actually still injured. Brock was injured, quite a few names, but we still pulled through. We're 21-15-1, so above 500. Looking like we're at a playoff spot right now, but anything could change, so I don't want to jinx it yet. Look at this. Ovi is producing. What a signing that was for us. 47 points, and I think it was like 35 games. What a beast. 37 games. Pettersson's right up there with them. Those guys are just feeding each other. Ovi's getting the clap bomb feed from Pettersson. Miller, 34 and 37. These guys are playing well so far. I love it. All right, so we're at the trade line. Going into this, I don't know what I want to do. I didn't know I was gonna bring this up right away, but we had a decent run. We kind of took a whole bunch of L's right before the trade deadline, so we're in a playoff spot, but not a like secured playoff spot. So I'm not too sure. I think we'll go on conservative buyer. Let's enter the trade deadline and see if we should make a trade or not. So we got some big names here. We got Gino Letang. It looks like Pittsburgh's finally ready to move on from those guys who've been carrying that franchise for quite a while. They are aging though, 34 and 33. There are some big names here, big buffs on the trade block. I don't know what I think we should do, guys. Man, I'm conflicted. Okay, guys, so I don't think I'm gonna make a move here. I think we're just gonna roll with what we have. I think we'll make the playoffs. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll show you guys what we're dealing with here before we continue on. Okay, so this is what we're looking like at the deadline, guys. Sitting in third spot in the Pacific, 68 points in 62 games, so not great, but not terrible. I think we can hold on to a playoff spot. Pettersson's playing great, 80 points in 62 games. Let's see how everyone else is doing as well. I want to see if there's any standouts. Ovi, 79 points in 62 games, 43 goals. What a beast. I want to see what he's sitting at. Is he close to Gretzky's record? Not quite there yet. 749, but that's not bad. He'll definitely put up 50 this year. Going down, Podkolzin, 23 goals in 60 games. That's not bad for a rookie. I'm wondering if that's going to be close enough to get the Calder. I don't think it would be, but you never know. Goalies, that's not great. Holtby and Demko are definitely not performing right now. 893 and 896 save percentage. Goals against average is not great either. So goalies is definitely pretty weak right now. So let's just keep going on here, guys. Maybe maybe we'll have some crazy luck and go on a deep run in the playoffs, but if not, we still have our picks. We still have some good depth here for the team heading into next year, so I'm not too worried about what happens. We should be able to re-sign some of these guys. Maybe we can re-sign Ovi. That'd be a great win if we can. So let's just keep going and see what happens at the end of the season. Okay, so it was pretty tight up and right until the end. I thought we were going to lose our playoff spot there for a bit, but we pulled through and had some massive dubs at the end of the season to push us through. Let's take a look at stats and the standings and see how the season ended. So there's our final record, 44, 33, and 5, which is honestly a lot better than I thought we were going to have going into this. We finished second in the Pacific, 93 points, so not a horrible season for the Canucks at all in our first, in our season 1 of this series. Seattle Kraken had not a great year, honestly. I wonder if we can see their lines. Okay, so they don't really have no star players, it looks like, no star players. Quick and Jones are their goalies. That's an interesting combo. I wonder why they didn't take Holtby, but I mean, thank you for not taking him, but it's, I think that was a mistake. And then in the league, we finished, San Jose was first. Low point totals for this year. 102 for San Jose, 99 for Bruins, 99 for Coyotes, and then Canucks finish 9th in the league with 93. So thankfully, the Pacific was a little bit easier, as the 10th place in the league, 10th place team in the league didn't even make the playoffs, which is brutal. PD had a fire year. He cracks the 100-point marker along with Ovi. Holy, Ovi popped off 58 goals in 82 games for 102 points. Those guys were just a beast combo. I gotta bring Ovi back for next year, especially if he does amazing in the playoffs here. Quinn did great. Pearson played really well. I'm glad we brought him back. Everyone did great. Besser injured for a while. That's why I was about to say, why did he only have 44 points? But yeah, he missed a lot of game time. Same with Horvat, unfortunately. We had a couple of our star guys down for quite a while. Podkolzin, 31 points in 66 games. That's not a bad start to his first year in the chel. In the league, oh my goodness. Pedersen was the top scorer in the league. I did not see that coming at all. And you know what? There's Ovi. Ovi wins another Maurice Richard. Holy. That's crazy. You love to see that. Wow. I'm super pumped about that. So let's head into the playoffs now. Let's see who we're playing. So round 1, we're going to be matching up against the Anaheim Ducks. We almost had the exact same regular season as them. So let's see what their lines are looking at and see what kind of a battle this is going to be. All right, so Anaheim, first line, not too strong. They got Paul Stastny centering their first line. That's an interesting lines here. Raquel in the second, so they must be getting some chemistry boost or something. So forwards, bottom 6 is similar to ours, but I definitely think we have an edge on them with our top 6 compared to theirs. Let's see what their defense looks like. Wow. This is interesting. I don't know how this team made the playoffs. They did not have a strong team. It doesn't look like at all. And goalies, there we go. Gibson and Bernier. So that's, they must have some elite goaltending here. Oh, really? Never mind. Gibson didn't have that too strong of a year. It's interesting. Bernier? Bernier had a pretty good year. So these guys must have just sneaked into the playoffs. So let's see how we can fare against them here in round 1. Alright, so let's sim the first 2, see how it goes. I hope we don't get swept by these guys. That'd be embarrassing. Oh my goodness. We lose the first game. Okay, heading back to Anaheim now for game 3 and 4. Let's see how we do. Can we get a couple dubs in Anaheim? Hopefully. Game 3 we lose. Game 4 we win. Okay, so the series is tied 2-2. 3 of the 4 games have gone into OT, so this is a close matchup. Let's see how we can do in game 5. We need to win here. And we lose. Oh no, it's 3-2 for them. This is not looking good, boys. Oh man. We're back in Anaheim. We need a big game from the boys. And it does not come. Wow, that's really disappointing. We get bumped by the Anaheim Ducks in round 1. What a disappointment. Over there, living up to his name though. 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points in 6 games. A really unfortunate end to the year, but I'm really proud of our team so far. We played really well through the regular season, so I think with a few tweaks in this offseason, we can become a powerhouse for next year. So there you have it. The Dallas Stars are the Stanley Cup champions. And the draft lottery results are in. Did anyone? Oh, Rangers went up to first again. Rangers are selecting back-to-back years at the #1 overall selection. They're turning into the new Oilers, apparently. Nashville jumped from 13 to 3. That's pretty crazy as well. I don't see any other big moves, so there we go. That's for the draft lottery. Let's see who won some of these personal awards now. So team awards, Dallas wins a cup. President's Trophy goes to the Sharks. Stars and Maple Leafs win respectively in the Eastern and Western Conference. So let's see the individual awards now. There he is, Elias Pettersson, Art Ross Trophy. I love to see that. Hart Memorial as well. Elias Pettersson just went off this year. James Norris goes to Carlson, so I guess he's having a bounce back year in the game. Love to see that in real life. He's a great player. Lady Byng as well to Pettersson. Holy, he's cleaning up. Calder does not go to Podkolzin. It goes to the Crevencio guy. He was the franchise guy, actually, I think, that got drafted first overall in this draft. So that's reasonable. Conn Smythe goes to Sagan. Makes sense, they won the cup. Ranta gets the Vezina. William M. Jennings goes to Tuukka Rask. Bill Masterson to Philippe Myers. LA Kings coach wins the Jack Adams. Selke goes to O'Reilly. What's new? Ted Lindsay goes to Pettersson as well. Holy moly. And then there we go. Ovi gets the Rocket. Wow. So Pettersson, 1, 2, 3, and 4 awards to Pettersson this year. Massive year for him. I'm super happy about him. He's also a 91 overall now as well, so that's another big win. So let's head into this draft. Let's see if maybe we can trade up. I don't know where we're sitting in the draft right now, so let's take a look at that. So we have the 21st selection in the first round. I'm going to take a look at the prospects here and see if it's worth trading up. So I decided I'm not going to trade up. We're going to just roll with our 21st overall pick. But let's see who went first overall, and it was Atu Rotai. I think that's how you say his name. Only a 68 overall, elite high potential. So that's a pretty low first overall pick. And then a couple made up guys for second and third. Was there anyone else that was a big pick? Nothing too crazy. There's Brant Clark, Lambos. I was thinking about trading up to get one of these guys like Lambos or Waugh or even Brant Clark, but I think we're just going to roll with our 21st overall pick. There still should be some decent guys left on the board. Let's see. All right, so there's this Eklund guy. I think he's made up. Guaranteed top 6. I like that. And then there's also this 50-50 chance on a medium elite guy. So he's also made up. So do we risk that? Oh, I think he'll still be at least a top 6. So I think we roll with this guy here. And okay, he's top 6, so that's what I expected. But it was worth the shot. All right, so it's in the second round now. Let's see if we can pull off another top 6 or something here. Let's see if there's anyone else here. Oh wow, Theo Bass, guaranteed medium elite. We're taking this guy hands down. Let's see. 48 overall. Okay, that's why he wasn't in the first round, but guaranteed medium elite, you have to take that. Third round pick now. I don't know if that other guy who was... Oh, he is. Man, what is this? Rory Hillis? Almost guaranteed medium elite for a left winger. I'm going to take him as well. I mean, he is. And he's 59. That's not even bad for the third round. Guaranteed medium elite. That's our second of the draft already. Fourth round pick now. I'm honestly so happy with the results so far that I don't really care what happens from this point out. But let's see if we can get even more loaded picks. 50-50 medium elite. It's a bit early though for him, so maybe we pass on him for now. Let's see what else is available. Almost guaranteed medium elite low. Or sorry, low elite. I think we roll with this guy, honestly. Actually, maybe let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, let's go with this made up guy. Gagliardi. Let's see. Low elite, 58 overall. All right. That's our third elite player. And we got 2 picks here in the 5th round. I forgot we traded for a whole bunch of low or late round picks. So let's see Can make some magic. Medium starter, Sebastian Casa. Don't know too much about him. 50-50 low elites. Alright, so I think, you know what, sometimes you just gotta take a chance. I'm gonna try, the scouts like this guy, Julian Herbert. Hebert, I don't know how you pronounce that, but we don't have any stats on him, but he's supposed to go up next. Might as well just take a shot on him. Yeah, not worth it. So we won't do that again. Maybe let's just try this goalie. 50-50 that he's a starter, and he is. That's a win there. Medium starter, 50 overall, 54 overall, so that's not a bad pick at all. Let's head over to the 6th round now. So we got 2 picks in a row again. I don't know, maybe there's some decent guys out here still. Oh, there was that guy that we forgot about. Or we said we were gonna pick later. Let's see if he's still available. There's this Igor Arkhipov. I don't know. 50-50 that he's medium elite. That's probably the go-to. I think we go with the 50-50 medium elite, and then we'll try this Yulanov guy with our next pick. Let's see. 50-50 medium elite. 7th D. Alright. I mean, it's the, what is it? Is it the 7th round already? 6th round, so odds him being good were not high. Yulanov, here we go, make pick. Bottom 6, yep. 63 overall, it's a little bit higher rated, but I mean, not what you want. Let's go to the 7th round now. Maybe we'll get lucky, find a gem. So let's just roll with this guy. Created player, let's see what he is. And bottom 6, what's new? So this draft was a lot better than last year's. We had way more selections and we hit gold on some of them. So that definitely strengthened our prospect pool, which is super great. So now let's head into the re-sign phase and see if we can keep this team mostly intact. So here we are, it's the re-sign phase, and I'm kind of nervous to see what Ovi's asking for. He's 95 overall now. He had that monstrous season, almost put up 60 goals. Played like a beast. Let's see what he's asking for. I'd really like to bring him back. And wow, okay, that's not too bad actually. That's only $1 million more than what he had last year. 35. I think we definitely re-sign him. Let's see how much cap. We got 38 million in cap space. I think we can do it. 1 year. Maybe we do 2 years. No, let's do 1 year on Ovi. Maybe he does 8.5. Let's try 8.5 for 1 year. Brock Besser is also needing a deal. He's coming off that bridge deal. Oh man, he's gonna probably want a bit of money too. Let's try 3 at 7.5. Actually, you know what? We'll just qualify Brock for now, and then we can always maybe sign him later in the summer. Who else do we need to sign? Chara? I think we should bring back Chara, honestly. He might have another decent year. Bring him back at 1 year at 4 million? 4.05, let's try that. Alright, Pearson is going to be needing a new contract. Do we want to bring back Pearson? Let's see how he played last year. Pearson did alright actually. He put over 50 points up, so I think if he's not asking for too much, we'll bring him back. What's another 1 year deal at 4.6? Man, that's a bit steep. If he says yes to like 4.2, I'll take him for 4.25. I'll bring him back for 1 more year. Mott, let's just qualify him. Gadovich, we'll qualify him. Right wingers, who do we still have? Podkolzin is up to an 80. I think it's time. Oh, he wants 2 years at 5. Oh man, this Podkolzin is going to be expensive in the future. Holy. Honestly, let's just qualify him for now because he's going to be costing a lot of money. Qualify some of these guys. Just bottom 6 / AHLers. Cole Lind, is he ready for the big leagues yet? He wants a one-way. Let's do 6 at 1 point, actually 7 at 1.3. I don't do this too often, but I mean, we get Cole Lind locked up cheap and he turns into a top 6 guy. That would be really helpful. Qualify the rest of these guys. And now the goalie problem. So what to do here? Do we roll with Demko and DiPietro? Our goaltending situation would definitely not be as sturdy for next year, but I think it would be a lot cheaper. Or do we sign Holtby and maybe trade him away during the season? I don't know if he'd have that much value though, that's the only problem. He's not wanting too much. Maybe we get him down to like 4.25 for 1 year. Let's try that. How much is Demko asking for? Demko is not too expensive yet. Let's do 1 year at 1.65. See what he says to that. Di Pietro. He wants a one-way. Oh man, I think we qualify him. Oh, maybe we qualify him for now. We'll qualify this guy as well. I think that means we're good for now. Let's see what everyone says. Carlo accepts. Holtby accepts, so that's good. Pearson accepts. This is a great start. Demko accepts. Chara wants a little bit more money. Ovi accepts. That's a big win. A couple low guys. Coland accepts his contract. I feel kind of bad about that, but I mean, could really pay off, or it could not. Also could be a huge bust. Yoniermo. I don't want to give Char 2 years. He's 44 already. Let's try 1 year at 4. Let's do 1 year at 4.25. I'll give him that. Yeah, he could decline at any moment, so it's kind of risky giving more than 1 year. Hamnick, he wants a fat deal, man. He's already 30. I think we give him a 1 year deal at 4. I'm not really looking to sign him to anything longer than that. Okay, Hamnick accepts his 1 year deal, and so does Chara, so that's a huge help for our defensemen. Let's keep Simon on through here. Okay, let's see who's in free agency. I don't think we're gonna have too much money to spend. It's also risky because we have, I think we got to sign Besser, Podkolzin, and there's one more other big name out there. So that will probably eat up actually most of our 13 million. Yeah, there's Besser. Oh man, I kind of feel bad not offering him a contract, but I mean, if someone offers him a big deal, that could be beneficial to us. But oh, maybe we should. I think we should be okay. I don't know if anyone would actually offer him that massive of a contract, especially since he had a shortened season last year. Is there anyone else that's out here that we could pick up for our third line though? Let's take a look. So I've seen Barry Hayton here is in free agency. We do need a new fourth line center, and I mean, this guy could be a stud. Top 6 medium potential. He's only 21. He wanted 2 years at 2.5 or 2.9 or something. So I'm offering him 3 at 2.8. Quite a bit over. We will be having to give up our second round this year, but I think he's worth it. He's a first round pick, so let's see what he says. See if Arizona matches. Carl Soderberg, he wants he only wants 1.8 for 1 year. He's 81 overall, so not bad at all. I'll give him 1.75 for 1 year, see what it says to that. And then let's see what these guys say. Carl Soderberg accepts. And Barry Hayton accepts, but they have a chance to match it. So we'll see what Arizona decides to do. So Arizona has chosen not to match our offer. So we're gonna have to give them our second round pick this year as compensation. I don't mind that at all though. I think Barry Hayton's gonna be awesome. That means I don't know if we'll need Carl Soderberg, so maybe we'll trade him away to just free up that cap space. He was just kind of the backup. And now I think we just need to focus on our RFAs that are still unsigned. So Jake Bertan has accepted his qualifying offer, so that's great. Still waiting to hear back on Brock and a couple other guys. Podkolzin as well. Brock accepts, that's good. Let's see what else we can do here. So we're gonna offer Podkolzin 1.15 for 1 year. Anything over 1 year, and he's asking for way too much for his rating. So hopefully he says yes to that. And then Justin Bailey's still here. Okay, good. He wants a 2-way now, which is a lot more acceptable. And then Tyler Mott, hopefully he wants a 2-way as well. Yes, he does. So we'll give him contracts now. And then we should be good to go for next year now. So let's see how we're looking. There we go. Podkolzin accepts. So that's a lot better than I think he was asking for like 2 or 3 million before. So I'll definitely take him on 1 year for 1 million instead. Okay, and just before we end the video here, guys, I just want to take one last look at our updated lines for heading into next year. I think they look pretty solid, honestly. So first line has gotten a lot better. Ovi's at a 94, Pettersson's at a 91, Brock went up to an 88. Second line, we got Miller, Horvat, and Bertanen still getting that +3 boost. Third line, Pearson, Soderberg, and Podkolzin. And then fourth line is Berchi, Gaudette, and McEwen. So our bottom 6 is looking a lot stronger now, honestly. And I think we have Hayton too, and he's actually scratched. Yeah, Hayden's scratched and he's an 81. So, I mean, I wonder if we take out McEwen what it looks like. Yeah, it comes even better. So, we'll probably have to do some trades. Maybe not actually. Maybe we'll just scratch McEwen. Defense, though, still looking pretty strong. Boom, there we go. We get that 5 and 3 chemistry boost, which is so good. Actually, Levy's up to an 83 now. Actually, maybe we roll with that. That's honestly better. I'd rather have Levy up in the top pair and getting some more growth. And we still got a +3 and a +3. And then goaltending, we have Holtby, and we have Demko who's up to an 84 now. So maybe we trade Holtby, and it's time for Mikey to come and take that backup position. So I don't know, guys. Lots of decisions to make in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. That's season 1 of our Vancouver Canucks Beauty Breaks GM mode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, if you like this type of video, let us know in the comments. Leave this video a like. And if you want to see more, see season 2 potentially, then also let us know and we can get that out soon. I really enjoyed this, so if you guys liked it as well, let us know. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.